Hi there, it's the Nature Woman today. I am getting ready to shoot another video. Of course, my cat's gonna photobomb. That's Mister back there. I'm at the table where we do art. So today I just want to show you what kind of art supplies I use. I know I don't have anything real fancy like some of the artist people, but I found out that this is like a student grade art paper that I use. I got this, actually it was on clearance for like $2. That's why I bought it. So basically it can do some wet and dry media on here. So I was getting some markers for Christmas, and I didn't know that I was going to get my Ohuhu set, which is sweet. But I think it could take some light washes of watercolor as well. It's mostly for sketching, apparently. So I do also use these Crayola erasable color pencils. I'm a foster mom, so I just use what I have around the house. So this is what I have around the house. I do have some like Prismacolors that I've had some placements use, and also with my niece and so forth. I do have those. Those I'm not sure where they're at. And you know, they're more than welcome to keep them, because in this household, if you're interested in art, if you see something you would like to keep, you can keep it. That's the way we do things. So that's my notebook. These are my colored pencils. And then over here is my Ohuhu set. Let me make sure you can see that. I got the 216 set of Ohuhu. I tried to be cool and do that the other day, but I think you can see it there. Just in case you would like to purchase this for anybody in your family, it's the 216 set. I got this for Christmas, and this is an amazing gift. I am just blessed to really get anything for Christmas, to be honest with you. So just blessed to have this many colors and a marker set. I mean, like, seriously, 216 markers. When I was growing up, you would be lucky to get more than 10. And mostly it was Crayola. It was those big round Crayola markers, which I have some of those in the house here. So I'm not a snob to Crayola. Crayola's been good to me over the years. This is my pencil bag. So this is just something that I got years and years ago. It was basically handed to me when somebody didn't need it anymore for school. So I'm like, well, I guess I could use it. It's still in good shape. So it's just a zipper bag. It has a thing to hold some pencils. You can see that it's used, which is okay by me, because like I said, I'm not a professional artist. I got this high polymer eraser by Pentel. Basically, this eraser, I had a set for my nieces, and I split them up equally. There was one left over, so I got to keep that for myself. At that time, I didn't have a placement. I have this Artisoft Pencil, which is a 4H. Yep, just one pencil. And I think I have a knockoff Uni pen, which is supposed to be a fine liner. I don't know if it's real or not. It was really cheap on the internet. It was only like $1 on eBay. So I'm thinking it's probably fake. It's a 0.3. So that's what I have there. And then I have this, let me see what this is called. Color Pips. It's by Mapped, I believe. It's just a, yeah, there we go. By Mapped. I hope you can see that. Then it's got the big sharpener and a small sharpener. So I'm assuming one's for like graphite and one's for probably color pencil. Yeah, so that's what I have. I don't have a ton of supplies, so I will hopefully grow the channel and get into more supplies. But right now I'm just happy with what I have. So the Crayola erasable pencils, I got this at the start of the school year. They were on sale for like $5, I believe, at Walmart. So if you're looking to get this, wait until the school sale starts back, and then you can pick it up. They erase pretty good, believe it or not. For a color pencil, I mean, it does erase. I've used the color erase one. I used a black color erase one by Prismacolor, and that did not erase as well as this brand does. So I don't know like how color erase works because I don't have a whole set of color erase. I just have these Crayolas. So today what we're going to do is we're going to color in a picture. I've got to grab my cat. Mister's being mischievous today. So let me see. Hopefully I'm in the video. And my supplies. I'm getting a beverage too because I'm thirsty today. I need some water. So yes. So I'm not an artist by any means. The other day when I was showing my Ohuhu markers, you get this. And what this is a plastic piece you put between your pages. So when you're coloring, the marker doesn't go to the next page and ruin it for you. That's what that's used for. I don't believe I said what that was. So that's what that is. So let's get to the page. We're going to do another Animal Crossing, which I kind of took off the internet and just looked at and tried to draw it. Now, I am not a professional artist by any means, but this is what I have. I'm not sure how to draw that cone nose yet, but I'm going to see what I can do with using just these supplies. That's basically my art supplies. So, now my foster kids, they have more art supplies than I do, and so I may have to dip into their stuff if they let me. Because that's their personal stuff that I buy for them, and that's for them, and if they want to share, they can. If they don't have to. Some of the kids, they don't really have a lot of their own things, so that's why we don't really push that in our house, you know. So now what I'm going to do is outline my pencil drawing. I see that this is like the thing with the artist on YouTube. So I'm going to try. Now I have no art classes at all. So like when I went to college, I went for a profession and art was not part of my curriculum. So art was not my jam. I always liked the artist, but it wasn't for me. So I did not have the creative talent like that. I'm more of an analytical mind. So that's how I do a lot of stuff that I do. So I'm actually trying to learn how to draw so I can relax a little more and find different avenues to connect with my foster children that I foster. Some of them don't want to really talk to you because they're right new into the system or they've never been in the system before and they're scared. You know, they don't want to tell you things right away. And sometimes art can be a way for them to open up and see that you're actually there to help them and not hurt them. Because some of these kids, I mean, you cannot blame them for their behaviors. Because if they've never been parented, you know, like if nobody was there to teach them right and wrong and to show them the way, they just get into all sorts of messes and trouble and, oh, it's actually very sad. So I became a foster mom, I've been a foster mom for a while. But I stopped for a little while because I kind of got burned out on it. You'd see some of the cases and just some of the things that would happen and you'd follow the court hearings and stuff and you just, oh, this is heartbreaking, you know? So that's basically it. So I've been back in the groove of it for a while now, so. And I have my placements, which I will not say if they're boys or girls, and you would just have to figure that out on your own because they're never going to be shown on here. Their names won't be used for privacy purposes. We want to keep them safe, you know. You never know if their family members or anything will want to find you, and which they do. They've tried, and sometimes they can be successful at that, but it's also against the law. They're not supposed to do that. So, at least where I live. I'm not sure about every state, but yeah. So you gotta protect yourself too, and your family. Because, you know, I have more than just me and my family, so. So that's basically that. But I have a high-stress job that I do. And I've been just trying to figure out a way to just, like, you know, chill and, like, center, you know. And this has actually been great. I was watching some of my favorite art shows, which I've mentioned in a previous video. And they're just great. They're just very relaxing to watch. And some of them, you could fall asleep to them because it's just so relaxing. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try to do one, maybe for foster parents. My channel isn't all about art, though. I do tool reviews, cooking, drawing, art. Well, I'm trying to draw an art. I'm not an artist. So, any help, any hints, I would love to hear from anybody that I can improve or do something to improve. So my thing is I used to love to draw when I was younger, but it was never really encouraged because, like I said, when I was going to school, it was about getting a career. It wasn't about being creative, which is horrible because I think you could use art in all aspects of life. And I'm going to put this nose right there, and then we'll try to draw that out. So this is Tom Nook, I believe is how you say his name, Tom Nook, Animal Crossing. Now, that's my pen. That's what I used. And my pencil. Like I said, very few things, and you can draw stuff. You don't have to even have the pen. You could just do the pencil and eraser. Or if you just have a school pencil, that would work too. You know, because not every foster kid's gonna, you know, have the opportunity to get supplies. Shoot, some of them don't even know how to read or write their name. So, and I'm talking like high school kids. I'm not talking like little itty bitties. I'm talking they're almost out of the system. So, you know, they've had some rough starts and rough go of it, you know, like. So I've always been a little bit more patient with the older ones because you just never know. Just never know, like, what they've been through. And some of these kids have been through more things than they ever should be through. You know, it's just, I'm just saddened by some of the stuff that they go through, you know. So, okay, so there's that. So, I kind of remembered how this shirt went. So, I am going to try to do it the way that I remembered it to be. So, today I am going to use my little colored chart. Hopefully the colors turn out the same on that paper than this paper. Every paper, the colors turn out a little bit different. So just so you know, because my niece has really good drawing paper where she could do like the markers, and the colors turn out more vibrant on that. I believe that's called Bristol board that she uses, and mine is mixed media, so mine has more of a tooth, I think. Hers is more smooth. So what I'm going to do is kind of look through here and kind of see what it is that we want to do. And I'm thinking I want to do the pants in a deep cream. I'm thinking that deep cream color, Y230. Let's see if we can find that and do that. Of course, I need to go get my bifocals. They're somewhere in the house. I need to start wearing my glasses more. Where is my Y230? Okay, it's probably going to take me forever to locate these things. So I am going to just go for the closest thing that I think it's going to be, which is Y11. It's kind of close, right above it. So I'm going for it. I don't want to be here taking up your time all day long. So, ooh, that's a tan. That's a nice tan. So, you know, yeah, this is just so relaxing. So I do this when I'm waiting on the kids to come home from school. I have a little sick one home today, so that's why I'm home. So they're in there resting. We just got done watching a small little show, but they didn't feel well. That's how I know that they're not trying to just get out of school, because they actually do take a nap. And so I mean, it's nice. I mean, I love being a foster parent. You know, I never ever thought that I would love it as much as I do. And just until you try it, you just don't understand. So I think I'm going to try to do a second color in here and just be all fancy. Ooh. I don't know. Does that look good? I don't know. I'm not an artist. I'm just trying to put some shade in there. I don't think I needed the shade in like all those spots, but that's how I outlined it, and I'm going with it. If anybody has any tips or techniques, please let me know. Or if there's a video out there I can watch to kind of learn some stuff, I would love that. So there's those two. And so let's see. I believe we're going to go with this pale green for the leaves. So I believe the artist, like, they picked the light coming from one side or the other, but I'm just now reading up on that, so I'm going to have to learn how to do that, possibly in a later drawing, and, you know, see what they do. I gotta see if anybody watches these first before I start, like, doing, you know, a lot of these videos, so we'll see. You know, if not, I'm doing it for me, so I'm enjoying it, so that's all that matters. So I got that for the green. I like to leave them out so that way I can, you know, just see what they are, you know, just be like, hey. Let's see. This is a yellowish green. I just love these colors. I mean, there's just so many. Oh, yeah. Now that is a good color. I think I might leave the shirt white. What do you think? Yeah, no. Thinking I might. So, got that. Here's my pale cherry pink. I used that the other day in my drawing. I really liked it, so I think I'm going to go right in the ears with that. Now let's see what kind of a blue we could do for his eyes. Ooh, they got lots of blues in here. I mean, if you look at the purples in here and these blues, oh, these look nice. So if you're looking for lots of different colors just to, like, make it pop for your drawings, oh, I mean, this is nice. There's so many to choose from. You know what? I think I'm going to go for this one. This one is, what is that? Indian blue. That one just looks nice. So let's just do it. forget the color chart. We're just going to go for it. You know, just go for it and be like, hey. So my cat is mischievous today. Tried to get into his little snacks, trying to rip it open. He was very overweight, so he was put on a diet. And then we noticed that he started to pull out his hair. Then we come to find out, we take him to the vet. He has anxiety. So now we've got an adopted cat with some anxiety. So, you know, like, hey. So let's see. I want to see what color this does. Ooh, that's a nice color. I think I'm going to go around the eyes with that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look how nice that is. Oh, this one is dark brown. Now the Crayola ones would be totally darker than this. But I don't know if Crayola has brush markers. I mean, they may, and I just may not know about it. What I do is, like, if the kids show interest in art, I have some friends that are teachers here locally. And one is an art teacher. So, like, sometimes she'll get new supplies, and I can sometimes give the old supplies gifted for my kids. So that's nice too. Because sometimes she'll like buy things to try them out, see if she likes them. Sometimes she doesn't, and then I can donate it to. If I don't need it for a placement, I can donate it to another placement, and that way they can kind of connect. You know, it's all about sharing. You know, so I don't know why I'm saying you know all the time, like you know, but you know, nothing wrong with being good to people. I think a lot of people have gotten away from just being good to each other. And I think if we can just show a little compassion and just understanding to some of these kids that are acting out, maybe we can get to the root of the real problem, which really may not even be them. Sometimes it is. I'm not saying that all children are perfect, because no, they're not. Nobody's perfect in this world. But I've seen some kids try to like break the law and try to blame it on the parents, and they just don't want to listen to their parents. So there's the other side of that coin too. Some kids don't want to listen to their parents, and they have good parents, and some kids have nobody. They're raising themselves, you know? So it's actually kind of sad, believe it or not. So, but it's just the way it is, I guess, you know, in this world. It's kind of sad, actually. Because when I was growing up, everybody was good to everybody. I mean, you'd have that occasional person that was a little odd in your street. But, like, if I messed up, oh, they would go to my mom. They would find my mom and dad, and they'd bust my butt. If I did something like that, you know, if I acted a fool or anything like that. I don't know if you grew up in a neighborhood like that, but that's the way I grew up. And let me tell you, they had no problem going to your mom and dad. Your mom and dad find out you did something, ooh, they wring your neck right in front of them. You know, so there's that too. Well, some parents, you know, just leave their kids. I had a foster placement that was just left alone all the time and had nobody. Like, nobody to show them how to cook, clean, do their homework. Like, nobody to do anything. And it was so sad. So I taught them how to do that. I mean, they were reluctant at first, because at first they're like, yeah, I want to know how to do all this. But then when I did show them, then they're like, oh, now I'm big enough that I can start to take care of myself and do my laundry and pick up after myself. And they didn't want to grow up. And I'm like, well, if you know how to do it, you need to do it. So, you know, some kids they just need some inspiration to take care of themselves. But if they get the right person to be kind to them, you can help them avoid going to jail, prison, drugs, alcohol. Oh, there's a lot of things these kids get into. And just being kind to a kid. Like, hey, if you see a kid that's just hanging around, and let's say you're an auto mechanic, see if you can take them under your wing. Show them how to change a flat tire. Show them how to work on an engine. Show them how to replace a battery or something. You know? I wouldn't leave your tools hanging around them unless you know them really well because, well, you know, you don't want to get your stuff stolen. But sometimes they just need somebody just to show that they care. You know? And that's the sad thing, because some guys, like when I was growing up, guys were always taught to like not cry, or they get a Charlie horse, or man up. I would always hear that when I was younger, and I never quite understood that because females were allowed to express themselves to a point, you know. But boys, when I was growing up, now it was like man up or whatever. And I always thought that was sad, that, you know, they couldn't show their emotions and sadness. And I think that's probably part of the reason some of the stuff is going on these days, is because they need to get their emotions out. Boys and men, it's okay. You know, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their bad days. And that's the thing. It's like we need to just stop being mean to each other and just help each other. And it's okay if you're having a bad day, you lose somebody and it's breaking your heart and you don't know how to handle it and you want to go get help for it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I say it's better to be happy and healthy than sad. And then the people that always like, oh, you don't need it, man up and do all that, they're probably the most miserable people in the world. Like, seriously. Because they're always like, oh, you need to do this. But, you know, when it comes to it, you know, what do their spouses think of them? What do their daughters think of them? Seriously, talk to them. Because I guarantee you, they're scared of them. Or they're just won't open up to them. Because if you act that way, that's just the way it is. Now, let me see how dark that is. It's too dark. It's okay to have a broken heart. It's okay to show that you care. It's okay, you know, if not everything goes your way, it's okay, you know. What it's about is just talking, because a lot of people just don't know how to talk to each other, you know. Just now this is supposed to be like a cone, but I don't know how to do the cone. Maybe like that. Oh, that doesn't look like a cone to me, so oh well. It's the only thing I know how to do. So this is his nose. I think if I can find, let's see if I can find like a little bit lighter. See if I can go a little bit lighter down there and see what we can do. Okay. So I think this is going to be the drawing today. So thank you for joining me. This is Nature Woman. Right here is what I drew. And please have a blessed day. Enjoy it. You know, get some markers, get some crayons, get a little notebook. Like I said, you don't need all this fancy stuff. You can just be like me and just have this pen and pencil and an eraser with a little sharpener. You know, start off with Crayola. Start off with whatever you got in your drawer. You know, thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. any tips or tricks to improve my art, I would love that. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great one. Bye-bye.